There's this one essential vitamin that pretty much breaks all the rules. We think we get most of our nutrients from food, right? Well, this one has a way more surprising source, and without it, our entire skeleton would be in trouble.
So let me ask you something. Which essential vitamin for your bones is the one you mostly don't get from your diet? Kind of strange to think about, since we're always told to eat our vitamins. But this one, it's the big exception.
The answer is vitamin D, and its scientific name is calciferol, which is actually a massive clue about what it does. Calci, that's for calcium, and ferol basically means to carry. So it's literally the calcium carrier, a true hero for our bones.
Okay, so that big word, calcification, what does it even mean? Well, it's just the process where calcium makes our bones hard and strong. And vitamin D, it's the key that unlocks the door, letting our body actually absorb and use all that calcium. No vitamin D, no strong bones. It's that simple.
So if we're not really eating it, where in the world is it coming from? This is what makes vitamin D so unique. And trust me, it has almost nothing to do with what's on your plate. And here it is. Get this. A whopping 90% of our vitamin D is produced by our own bodies, and it's powered by sunlight. Only a tiny 10% comes from what we eat. I mean, this is nothing like getting vitamin C from an orange. It's a completely different game.
Yeah, 90%. Just let that sink in for a second. Our main source for this crucial vitamin isn't a food group, it's the sun. That's why everyone calls it the sunshine vitamin. But how does that even work?
Well, it's actually an amazing bit of our own biology. When sunlight hits our skin, it triggers a reaction that turns a type of cholesterol that's already there into vitamin D. Our bodies are basically these little solar-powered vitamin factories. How cool is that?
But hey, let's not forget about that other 10% from food. It might seem small, but it's actually a super important support system, especially in the winter or for those of us who live in places that don't get a ton of sun. So let's take a look at the dietary support team. So where do you find it? Well, the most powerful sources are fatty fish. Think salmon and tuna, and of course, good old cod liver oil. These are some of the only foods that naturally have a lot of vitamin D, and they're a huge help in topping up what the sun is already doing for us.
All right, let's put this all together. When you boil it all down, the vitamin D equation is actually super simple, and it's really the main thing to remember from all of this.
And there you have it, plain and simple. 90% from the sun, 10% from your diet. It's the one nutrient that's powered less by what's on our plate and more of our connection to the big, bright world out there. And all of this really boils down to one big question, a really personal one for every single one of us. When you think about your lifestyle, where you live, the time of year, are you really getting your 90%? Definitely something worth thinking about.